Oh,
All right, I'll do a quick intro.
Big Al, rest in peace.
Welcome
Yes, sir.
to Fly Degenerates Pick Show. We pick 3 games against the spread, one 1-point pick, one 2-point pick, one 3-point pick. You have currently big moving week last week, moving in the same direction we've been moving all year so far. Word Life with a 6-point week, 3-0. Say what up to the people.
Peace.
And I had a 1-2 week. Got my Bears pick right. 2 points. Not stellar, but better than nothing. And then Flex has lost his stranglehold on the lead that he's had all year long. Salvaged last week with 1 point with the Broncos win. Say what up to the people.
Fumbling the bag is never a good thing. The tables have turned.
And so Word Life will lead us off. Pole position, T-box, as they say.
All right, here we go. So with my 1-point pick, I'm gonna go with Cincinnati Bengals over the Patriots. It was a tough one for me because the Patriots getting embarrassed the way they did last week. You kind of want to go with the Bill Belichick, right?
Do your job. God damn it, I've said it over and over again. You just won't listen.
I'm gonna ride this Cincy train, man. They're away at the Patriots, cold weather. Against a good defense, stingy defense, but it's like if one thing I learned this year is we got to stop going by the name, right? Like the Rodgers. Oh, we can't keep betting against Rodgers. We can't keep betting against Brady. We can't keep betting against Belichick. At this point, man, I got to see it or believe it. Matt Jones is struggling out there. The defensive coordinator last year is your offensive coordinator. I think that's a big thing. A big reason why I'm gonna go with Cincy, ride the Cincy train. They're healthy and they're firing at all cylinders. So I'm gonna go Cincy, 3.5. My 2-point pick, I'm gonna go Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers to cover 3.5 away at Miami.
I'm a big fan of Lil Wayne.
I've
been a fan of his since he was on that Juvenile song, Back That Ass Up, way back in the day.
It's not that warm out here, It's not. It's like 30. It's like 30 out here. So
I heard.
It's pretty cold.
The cold is pretty manageable until it gets to about 0, and then it gets a little more miserable.
Green Bay's, they're fast in that secondary, man. So I believe they play physical and they keep it. They keep these guys. They jamming these guys and get to the quarterback. They just came off of 5 sacks last week. Granted, the Rams aren't that great, but 5 sacks is 5 sacks. So I'm gonna go with Green Bay 3.5 to cover. Perhaps win. I could see Green Bay pulling the upset there, but definitely cover 3.5. With my 3-point pick, I'm gonna go Seattle to cover the Big Ten number.
DK, you've had 3 different hair colors this year. What's next for your career?
I've had 2 different hair colors,
Okay.
blue and blonde.
What's next?
Did you prepare for this interview at all?
Yeah, it's just a big number, man. At this point, the Chiefs, they're hot. They're the team, but just 10 points is too many points, man. I'm playing the points there. Chiefs win, probably I'll say 7-8, but 10 is just too much.
DK, you have 1.7 million Instagram followers. How long did it take you to apologize to them for releasing that rap song?
I don't think you really thought these questions through.
And those are my trays.
Robert.
I'll take the other big number of the week for my 1-point pick. The other big number of the week. Worked for me last week. Let's roll with it again. I'll take the Bears to cover a big number at home. The Bills are everybody's favorite, but everybody's not watching how they're not covering these big numbers, especially on the road. So, I mean, he hasn't been covering lately, so maybe this is the week he does and I get burned, but I'm going to roll with that trend, similar way that you're rolling with the Cincy trend. My 2-point pick, speaking of the Cincy trend, I'm taking the Pats. I'm going to take the Pats with the number at home.
What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing?
New England coming back home after probably the most embarrassing loss in franchise history. I'll take them with a number in that kind of weather. I think it'll be close, if nothing else. So even if Cincy wins, maybe they win by a field goal, but I'll take New England at home with the 3.5. And then 3-point pick, I'm going to take the Jets. The Jets burned my 3-point pick last week, but I'm going to take them again, -2.5, and I will be giving no further analysis on that.
These nuts roasting on an open fire.
Let's go into my picks. So for my 1-point pick, I would have made it a little bit higher, but I can't in good, my judgment isn't skewed enough to go with a higher pick point allocation for Houston. But give me the Houston Texans as my 1-point pick.
Hey guys, so I'm here with
Sexy Marco.
Sexy Marco. Okay. Sexy Marco out here.
Titans are starting Malik Willis this week. We've been thinking that there was the same team that's always gonna win a drag them out, low scoring game. That's not who they are this year. I don't know. I think maybe they figured them out. They know that it's always gonna go to Henry. And honestly, he hasn't looked the same either. He's got a little bit. He's lost a step, it seems. And Ryan Tannehill, obviously, he's not the same, but he's been injured in and out of the lineup. He's out for the season. I can't see this offense getting any better with Malik Willis on the, at quarterback. And Houston, it's got to win one of these. I know they keep getting close. So 1 week they get close, 1 week they get blown out. But I think this is the week. It's a division rivalry. They'll be locked in. Give me Houston for my 1-point pick, getting 3.5.
So I heard a lot about Jaquez Webster. I don't know if you heard of him. So how do you feel about drafting Jaquez Webster in their team to get Davis Mills a weapon?
I would love that. Yeah, and if he's still available, I think they should definitely take him.
Olave or Jaquez Webster?
Webster. He seems more proven from everything I've been reading about. He seems like the best fit for us.
One thing about Jaquez Webster is that people think that he focused more about his music than football. So how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, if he's going to be in the NFL, he's got to make sure to put the music back burner and make sure to focus. And, he has a great future with the NFL. So
for my 2-point pick, I got to take my Jets, Jets. I know they've been disappointing. Zach, he's been disappointing, but this is a game that they should win. And I mean, it's always dangerous when you say that the Jets should win. It's it should be a run-oriented offense all day. Trevor Lawrence obviously doesn't play in these conditions. It's a short week. They probably had the same game plan from last week against the Dallas Cowboys, but that's not going to fly this week. Hopefully it's Bam Knight is back, so they give him the ball. The offensive line gets better than it was last week because it was atrocious. But I got confidence in my guy, Robert Saleh, taking the Jets, giving 2.5 as my 2-point pick. And for my 3-point pick, I'm going on the same game as both of you guys are, but I'm going to go with my guy, Word Life, with the Cincinnati Bengals, giving 3.5 points as my 3-point pick. I don't know, man. I think that last game against the Raiders, the way they lost that's one of those games that could break a team.
This might be one of the dumbest teams I've ever seen.
Like if there was people in the locker room that didn't like the offense, Matt Patricia, Mac Jones not liking Matt Patricia, that's one of those games where it's like, all right, yo, F this. Like, I'm not having it anymore. So it's hard to get up from a game like that. like Word Life said, the Cincinnati's going on all cylinders. They're getting healthy, and they're still in contention for the. Honestly, they're still in contention for the the #1 overall seed in the AFC. So I can't see them taking their foot off the gas. We've seen them go into everywhere, into and that offense translates. It's cold weather. It doesn't matter. Kansas City doesn't matter. It's the same offense. They're not scared of anybody.
You eating a glizzy with no bev and no condiment on it. You're pitiful. Well, Jamar Chase eating a glizzy. He's a glizzy gobbler. I'm done, bro. I'm done.
Joe Burrow pulling this out. Anywhere from 4 to 7 point victory. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals, giving 3.5 points as my 3-point pick.
Yeah, I like it. MVP Joe Burrow. Like it.
MVP.
It's time for Jim Gray and TB to get away. But before they do, roasting on a blunt, on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at the smoke. Oh, Jim, oh, Tom, what a time that we had. Happy holidays from the D-O-double-G. Merry Christmas.
I love that.